those of you all who are new to our channel, welcome. We are the Same Nicole and Fifi Show, and we are a dynamic and the only dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. And on our channel, we like to discuss all things love, life, relationships, a little bit of pop culture as well from both the millennial perspective, myself, Saving Nicole, and the Gen X perspective, my oh so beautiful mother. So tonight we're coming to you guys live and direct with another show. We hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. You ate good, you fellowship with your loved ones, and yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying yourselves. We did a little Black Friday shopping, or however you choose to spend your time. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get into tonight's show. First things first, let's put out our disclaimers. Everything we're gonna be saying tonight is allegedly. Everything we're going to be saying tonight is allegedly. Even our names are allegedly. Secondly, all individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Again, all individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Hey, Diddy Phoenix, what's up? All right. Also, please make sure if you haven't already to subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe. Once you subscribe, just make sure you hit the notification bell and select all so that you can get notified each and every time we go live. Also, as you come into the live, please make sure you double tap the screen, or in the upper right hand corner there are three dots. Just simply click on the three dots and hit the like button. Hey, KM Falk, what's up? Also, we do have merch available. You can click the link in our description box to get it. T-shirts, coffee mugs, all that good stuff. Also, make sure you follow us on social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well. So make sure you check us out there, okay? All right, with that being said, we got some things to talk about tonight. We missed y'all. We hope you guys missed us. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Okay, first things first. We got to talk about these old calls, that phone calls from prison uploaded. The recent call that Real Talk Bougie played on her channel. Shout outs to her. Shout outs to phone calls from prison as well. With Mr. Nesto and Sonia, and Nesto and Lamont from, 2022, 2023, and more recently, 2024. Okay? What in the world? Y'all, let me see. First things first. I want to talk about the call between Lamont and Ernesto, and Ernesto calling Debbie fat baby. I'm tired of the comments about Debbie's weight and Debbie's size. First off, Debbie ain't even big like that. Secondly, if she was, so what? Okay. Third, Lamont is a fat baby his damn self. So it's just the audacity for me. You know, I always say, if some of these men don't have anything, they gonna have the audacity for him to refer to her as fat baby. Like he not a type 2 diabetic himself. I just don't understand that. Red. Hey, Miss Red. I just think that's ignorant. You know.
I don't understand that. The whole call was like bashing Debbie. It was bashing Shirley.
Saying she 100 years old.
Saying she was 100 years old. She close to being, 100 years old because she about to turn 70. And this call was from July of 2023. So this was when Shirley had told him, kick rocks. I'm done with you. I ain't got time for this. Figure it out your own damn self. I ain't giving you no more money. So he get in touch with Lamont. So Lamont, he tell Lamont, I got another attorney. And, I need for you to slide me 300. Because old girl say she ain't doing it no more. So I need for you to slide me 300.
And it never came.
And, of course, it never came. You know, Lamont had all these kind of ways how he was gonna get the money to him, put the money on his card. He gonna do this, he gonna do that. You know, he moving and shaking. You know, he been out of the country. You know, he been out of the country. He this, he that, he doing that. So Nesto say, bet, cool. So they get to talking about Shirley. You know, Lamont tell her, man, you know, that's your wife. If you love her, you want to get it back right, you can get it back right. You know, but she ain't built for this. And Nesto said, no, man, she green. And Lamont said, you got to know the culture. You got to know the culture to deal with this, you know. You got to be able to be down with this, you know, to deal with this. And Nesto say, yeah. That you sure do. Yup. Lamont go on to tell, man, I was in a situation just like this back 15 years ago.
For domestic violence. I didn't know that he went to jail for domestic violence.
Lamont went to jail for domestic.
And then had the nerve to be upset that the wife told him when he was locked up, because he said he only did 3 months,
he said, man, I was losing my mind.
that she didn't want to be with him anymore.
Yeah.
And Lamont said that women don't understand marriage, the reality of marriage. What do you think about that? That we like the idea of marriage, but we don't really understand that when you get married, sometimes you may have to deal with the bad parts of marriage, and you have to stick it out. Now, if the bad part or the down part of marriage is getting my butt beat, I don't want no part of that.
I don't want no part. And he was talking about that situation like domestic violence wasn't. It wasn't a big deal.
It wasn't a big deal that his wife should have stuck it out and stayed by his side and not left him.
Yeah. So he was. He
couldn't understand why she left him while he was in jail.
So they talk about that, you know. So he letting Nesto know, my situation was kind of like yours, which it wasn't. It wasn't nothing like that. Domestic violence and all them charges.
And essay and pedophile is not the same.
Not the same.
But I think it just shows you like how warped their mentality is, that you think a woman has to stay and take something as traumatizing as domestic violence. Mm-hmm. And because she doesn't want to stay married to you, then she doesn't really understand the reality of marriage. Basically, they were saying like women look at marriage like a fairy tale. And they don't realize that there are going to be some trials and tribulations you go through in marriage, but not getting my tail beat. That ain't no down part of marriage that any woman should accept, or man for that point.
Yeah. So they went on talking about that, and then they got on Dion.
That was funny.
Nesto said he don't know why the hell Dion doing no mobile cars. That's beneath him. You can't make no money doing no mobile car wash. Who does that? Nesto was like, who does that? That's beneath me. You can't make no money like that.
Well, he making more money than he is behind bars. I mean,
y'all, if Standards in jail was a person, it would be a Nesto. Nesto got all the standards. He can't go outside because he don't want to come back in smelling like no wet dog. And you in there.
Hey, this hard diva.
You in there, everything smelling like ass. But you can't go outside and come back in because you don't want to be smelling like outside. If Standards was a person in jail, it would be a Nesto. A Nesto say he a premium man. And it's still things that he don't do locked up. And don't y'all get it twisted. Okay? He still got standards as a premium man in jail.
Now, what did you think of them being messy and gossiping about Dion when Lamont said that Dion be on Instagram flexing like he got money? But then when you talk to him, he don't never had the money. Where's the money at? And it's talking about how, well, this would be the time to present your money when your daddy is going through something. What did you think about that? Basically, Lamont is saying Dion be flexing on the gram.
Dion be flexing on the gram. Dion ain't got no money. He riding around in that truck. He can't maintain it. Lamont said Dion need to put that truck up. He should have put that truck up, man. He need to put that truck up so when you get out, you'll have you a nice truck. Dion ain't doing nothing out here. Dion ain't making nothing shake or move, because if he did, he could help you with his 300. That's what Lamont wanted to tell him. Dion ain't doing nothing out here but flexing. Okay? He got this little mobile car wash thing. He ain't making no money. He know we don't even roll like that. We don't even do stuff like that. Okay? So they bashing Dion. They bashing Debbie, Fat Baby. Bashing Shirley, shaming, aging her. Talking about the grandkids. F them grandkids. Them ain't your grandkids. That's what Lamont told Nesto. F them grandkids. Them ain't your grandkids. Man, let her worry about that. F her, F the daughter and the grandkids. Cause Shirley said, I got to do me and see about my grandkids and my daughter. He said, F them grandkids. F them. And then Nesto say, well, man, man, she got to get her mind right. Because, she got people all in her ear. And, she can't make her own decisions. She don't know nothing about this lifestyle. She don't know how to handle it. So, man, call her, tell her I love her, man.
And he basically, did you catch the part where yes, the tall diva, and Lamont dodging child support? Yes. How trifling. And I hope they lock it for that child support. I do. Mm-hmm. I do. I really do, the tall diva. But speaking of the triflingness, how about when Lamont said that Shirley was the talent, but it was Ernesto that really kind of magnified her talent and really kind of kept her on track? Basically, like he was the one kind of helping her manage her life. What did you think about that? Like, yes, she's talent, but she's nothing else outside of that. That's basically what Lamont was saying. Like, she needed you to help her.
She needed you to help lead and guide and mold her, show her which way to go. He pretty much saying she got the talent, but she ain't had no common sense how to maneuver through. That's what he was saying. She ain't got no common sense. She green. She ain't street smart. And she needed you to help her to get where she at. Not that this lady been a radio legend for years.
For decades.
But she needed a Nesto to help her?
I just think they delusional. Like, why do you think you coming into this lady life and you're making it better? Like, he really feel like in a way he was adding value to her life. Or really he was just leeching off of her. She's in a worse place than she was when she first met him. So I didn't understand like where they get off on that. And them thinking that they're so much more logical and disciplined and more stable than women are. Mm-hmm. Just ignorant and misogynistic. Mm-hmm. But y'all both are career criminals and you dodging child support. Mm-hmm. But you have so much more logic and discipline. If that was the case, Negro, you would have your business affairs in order. You wouldn't be dodging child support if you had it together like that. So I just think that's weird. Like, it's just like, what reality are these fools living in? And then for Nesto to be up talking crap with Lamont, and then the whole time he asking Lamont, Lamont Thompson, well, I'm going to put money on your books. I'm going to take it off the card and put it on your books.
Right.
And Nesto talking, yeah, okay, man, just do it. If you can't do it, just let me know, because don't get my hopes all up. So you on the phone talking crap about other people, and the person you talking to is not even reliable either.
And never did. And then we know later on.
Just a bunch of BSers. Just hilarious.
Yeah, how he was trying to get his bond taken care of, and he couldn't do it alone. It wasn't even enough people to come together to even help Ernesto. So ain't nobody fooling with him. Ernesto gonna be in there. Just listening to these conversations, these old phone calls. Now they're older, but they're still interesting. They still give you that, oh wow, that wow factor. Like, no, he did not say that.
And the part too about him, Ernesto, trying to get the money up. How he was gonna give Sonia the 20 piece, the 20,000 for
Mm-hmm.
the new lawyer, and he was gonna also make sure he took care of her.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he was gonna use some of Shirley money to help her out financially. That's
Mm-hmm.
what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lamont. Or Nesto was gonna
Ernesto
use some. He's gonna take
to
care.
help Sonia.
Yep. But we know he's always was.
Hell, at least Debbie is reliable.
She ain't going nowhere. Well, you know, Debbie gonna go along with her because she ain't got no place to stay. So Debbie is the yes person because Debbie ain't got nowhere to stay.
Hell, at least Debbie is reliable. She ain't no criminal from what we know. I mean, they in the same boat. That's why they don't like each other so much.
Mm-hmm.
He's something else.
Yeah.
He's something else. And then when Sonia was asking about the kids and, you know, how he couldn't worry about that and this, that, and the third. And, you know, I get why the kids don't fool with him.
And then the daughter coming up there to see somebody else and not coming to see him.
Let's talk about that. Speaking of the kids, what did y'all think about that?
And Sonia brought that news.
Yes, Sonia recently revealed to Ernesto that the daughter was coming up to Cobb County Adult Detention Center to visit somebody else, but not her father. What did y'all think about that? What did you think? Y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button. What did you think about that?
First of all, why would she tell him that? Why every time Sonia come, it's she bringing some type of foolishness.
Simply me said, I don't even believe that happened.
You don't think, okay, you don't think it happened, okay. I don't know.
So why do you think she would make up that story?
Yeah, why would she want to make that? And even so, she's always bringing him.
You told even said, I think that's cap.
Okay. She's always bringing him some negative something when she sits her little nasty behind down in that chair. She's always bringing him something negative. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if, you know, sometimes she seemed like she the ops. I don't know if she call herself making conversation, but that right there was a lot. And then in one of the calls, she said that somebody recognized her and said, oh, they be talking about you on YouTube. You pretty. You not skinny. You this, you that.
She lying. That's cap. That's a lie. Ain't nobody
Y'all, did y'all hear
that? And now she lying. Ain't nobody told her that.
Foodie.
Hey.
Did you just drop something? I think I saw something we need to go watch on your YouTube channel.
Shout out to Houston Food. She said, hey, I'm in the bushes folding clothes. Whatever song you're trying to say about the daughter, it's a lie and a way to try to beat the system. Simply me said, I supposedly ran into the daughter. Okay, that made me question it even more.
Okay. So
ain't nobody told Sonya that. Now she lying about that.
So,
cause she was looking dried up and tired in that courtroom.
She said that somebody ran to her and said, hey, Sonia. When she was down at to visit him. She be down at the Cobb County Detention Center every week. Every week, y'all. She been down there faithfully. For a person that's traveling to Paris, she going to New Orleans, she going here, she going there, Canada, she going to Detroit, she got to go get the RV. For somebody that's all over the place, she surely can make her way down there. And talking about she 15 minutes away. Not if she still stay where I think she still stay. That is not a 15-minute ride. That's about a 30-minute ride. That's about a 30-minute ride. Okay, and depends on what time of day she go. So I'm like, girl.
Let me see. Houston Foodie said, I dropped an infamous Sylvia visit to Nesto from May of 2024 just for ish and giggles.
Okay, we're going to have to check it out.
We're going to have to check it out. Okay, cool.
So I'm like,
ain't nobody
girl,
told her.
She said, yeah. And then, y'all, this time when she did that visit, she was propped up, baby. And she had on her little Skims dupe from Forever 21. The little Skims dupe top from Ever 21. So that kind of made her look like, you know, she was
pushed them up.
Yes, yes. And then she had her jeans on, right? And baby, she was sitting up and she was like, yeah. She said she saw me and they be talking about you, Sonia. And why they talk about you? You look good and you this and you that. Next up to my what?
I don't think nobody, and if they did, they would be facetious. You know, people be messy like that. I don't think so.
Y'all, I'm like, girl, stop it.
But back to her talking about the daughter. I think she likes to tell him stuff like that to get a reaction. And to make it seem like she's on top of the tea. Because she is messy.
She messy. Why would you tell him that? And I hope it was Cap, Tall Diva. I hope it was Cap. I hope it was, because that's like, you know that I'm having an issue with my daughter, and I don't know which daughter this was. I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it's the one that he having issues with or not. But you know it's something going on with my daughters. Why in the world would you come back and say that to me? Why would you come back and say that to me? Then they go on to say, well, you know, we can't really be talking about too much on these calls because they going to be saying I'm saying this and I'm saying that. So now he ain't talking. Will somebody go back and tell Nesto it's too late? You and I already said enough. And she has already said enough. It's too late.
Maybe he thinks there's still some hope. So that if he kind of manages his tongue better, it'll help him. And then maybe he don't want to give no more evidence that he's already given. So he's like, let me just shut my mouth.
And she's always reminding him of the situation, you know, about being in there, you know, how nasty it is in there. Oh, you about to have another birthday. And one of the calls, I think it was one that Real Talk Bougie went through today. I got to go back and finish watching it. Shout out to her. And she was like, oh, you getting ready to have another birthday? You getting ready to be 60? And he was like, yeah, it ain't no big deal being in here. You know, it's just another day when you locked up and you have a birthday. I'm like, why would she bring that up? Why would you bring that up to that man and he locked up? Why would you remind him of such a milestone birthday locked up? You know? So I'm like, is she really with him, or is she just stupid? She just ain't got no good sense.
I just think she don't know how to read the room, and I think she thinks that she's helping to encourage him. But that is depressing. Like, if you locked up, the last thing you're thinking about is a milestone birthday.
Yeah, and she reminds him of that. You know? She reminds him of that.
And he's probably already constantly thinking about where he's at in life at this age.
Yeah, no cool, just nothing. And I'm like, this lady is too old for this. And she just go on, you know, talk about politics and, you know, and you know, and talking about, you know, what's gonna be going on, you know, with the election, and he like, oh yeah, well, I don't know none of that. Oh yeah, he don't want to talk about that either. He not trying to talk about none of that. You hear me?
Because he can't talk about what he wants.
He can't talk about what he wants.
But yeah, I just think she do all of that stuff to try to keep his mind off of what he going through. But if you bringing up stuff about his children, that's not really helping him or him turning 60. It's like he's already down. Why add more to injury to the wound. Like why?
But let's go back to him thinking that he still is special. Nesto thinks he's the prize still, y'all.
Well, he said he knows that he has favor. He said, I don't know where we going. He said, we'll find out when we die where we going, what's real and what's not. But one thing I do know, I have favor over my life. He did say that. He believes he has favor over his life, y'all.
And in his mind, he still believes that he has a fighting chance.
Mm-hmm.
He has a fighting chance, and they talk about what's gonna go down when he get out. How everybody's gonna be. He gonna laugh in everybody's face, and he gonna give a news conference, and he's gonna tell his side of everything
On Fox 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like Big Jeff did, Young Thug Daddy did.
Yeah,
do a conference
just like that.
He gonna be like Big Jeff.
He gonna be just like Big Jeff standing outside the jail. Exactly. Nesto say when he get out, he gonna hold a news conference and he's gonna tell his side of the story. And and he gonna laugh in our face. Everybody, that talked about him and made a mockery of his name. He gonna laugh at us. He gonna laugh at us. So in his mind, he still thinks that he's delusional.
He gonna get the last laugh.
Yeah, he gonna get the last laugh, and he gonna be like, "Hi, na boo boo.
I'm free.
I'm free." Sonia gonna be standing by his side
with her stripper heels on and her short shorts.
And her short shorts looking
and her
like
white button
looking
up.
like a potato sack around her waist.
Simply Me said someone told him he's a prophet, and he said he believes it. Yeah. And he said he has favor over his life. He said he do know that. He got favor over his life.
Yeah, he really thinks that, and just listening to the conversation, even with him looking at her, and you locked up. If you don't take your tail outside and get you some vitamin D,
because we need that. Vitamin D is important.
If you don't go, you don't want to smell like a dog. Well, you sitting in there where it's smelling like S.
I'm pretty sure it probably smell better outside than it do inside.
Yeah, I don't want to go out there, and they don't wash their hands. They coughing in here. Negro, you in a closed, confined area. It's all kind of germs in the air.
Yep, he's a foodie said a prophet that he pronounces prophet. Boy, go take your tail outside and get you some fresh air.
He said he not going outside. He said he not doing that because he a premium man and he don't want to go out there and come back smelling. Okay? He said he not doing that. So I guess, in January he got his hearing coming up. Things are going to start moving and shaking in January. So I'm interested to see how, what if he's going to have on his orange jumpsuit. Or if he's going, Sonia's going to bring him some clothes. Because I
said, he might have favor with it.
Ooh, that's deep, Karen.
Yeah, there are people who delve into that, Karen. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Wow. Yeah. So, and whatever it is in his mind, the way he's thinking like, this beneath me. This whole jail thing.
Of course.
I'm about to be out, and and like he told Sonia, I'm just waiting, just sitting, waiting on time, seeing what it's gonna be. And she keep running up there every week. Every week she keep running up there to see him. And it's like it's almost like that's her life. She sits there and talk about all the moves she's making, but when she comes back, she ain't did nothing.
No real progress has been made. Yeah.
How long she been talking about that RV?
But almost 3 years. Yeah.
And it's so ironic because he told Lamont back in 2023, he said, "Man, if I don't get nothing moving and shaking, I'm gonna be sitting in here for 3 years."
And it's been going on 3 years.
It's been going on three
So,
years.
so, Houston Foodie, he is prophetic in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it. He said, I'm gonna be sitting here for 3 years. And it'll be 3 years. So, y'all.
Now going back to the daughter, I want to go back to that.
You stuck on that door.
I'm stuck on that daughter. I don't know if it's true or not, especially coming from IS. I struggle to believe what she say. But going back to that daughter, going up there to visit another dude, but not her father. That's deep. That's deep.
Well, they really didn't have a relationship with their daddy like that.
That's true.
He wants to make he raised them.
He was hands-on, played a pivotal role, because he made it seem like he got all his kids. According to him, he fought to be in his kids' life, and even when the mothers, didn't always want him to be.
And then half of the kids probably don't want to have nothing to do with him because of the charges he got. The career criminal is a profit. Yes. Criminal system. Exactly. You know what?
I probably wouldn't have came to see him either. It's trifling, but he's trifling too. It's weird.
And I don't think Nesto was really surprised by that.
No, that's true.
He was acting like he was surprised. He know them kids don't really mess with him.
Yeah, that's true.
Dion ain't been up there at all, has he?
Yeah, that's true. Dion gotta handle his cars and his house. He can't be bothered.
And Lamont said he flexing.
Yeah, Lamont say Dion ain't really got it like that.
But every time he get on the phone with his daddy, he make like he moving and shaking because he want to impress his daddy.
Right. Hey, Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walker, Shane, what's up? Simply Me said hands on, but he was in and out of prison.
In and out of prison,
so not really there to raise him.
So not really there. So it's not surprising that the daughter would show up and wouldn't go see him. But see, that just goes to show how men like Nesto, when they're, the children are young, and they feel like the children are with their mom, and the children are the mom's responsibility.
Ooh,
yeah. And he's out doing his thing, and now the children are grown, and he's in a situation. You can't expect for them children to come to your aid. What have you invested in those children?
That's a good point.
To cash out on? Nothing. You can't expect anything that you hadn't invested into.
So you can't expect them to rally around you and they work together to look after you while you locked up or try to put some money together for your defense. He really don't know them.
There is no way in the world Nesto having all those children and the only person coming up there to see him is that scallywag.
And then when she asked him about it, he said, I'm a loner, bro. I'm a loner. That's his excuse.
That's AKA I wasn't shit of a daddy.
And that's why they don't
and
F with me.
And my kids don't F with me. Yeah, that's what he need to say. That's what he need to tell him. There's no way in the world that man got all those kids and not one. And he got to call around and ask for $300. All them children could have chipped in and gave him $300.
Yeah.
But that's the result.
$50 a piece?
That's the result of a man that did not have anything to do with raising their children. And that's just not Nesto's story. That's a lot of men's story. That didn't have a hands-on in raising their children or not in their children's lives. And then they get to a certain point in life where they need their children and their children aren't there. And then it's the children's fault.
The chickens come home to roost.
Right. So now you got this scallywag. It's the only person that's supporting you. You don't have no family dealing with you. Lamont called, tell you 2-3 lies. Dre may call, but he gonna
Short and simple.
short and simple to the point. Dre ain't fooling with your behind no more.
Hey, call me darling.
Dre ain't fooling with your behind no more.
He
Okay.
very concise. Hey, Nessa, what's up? All right, woo.
Dre in and out.
He said, y'all helpers won't be talking about my conversations no more.
Not anymore.
Dre said, I'm going to fix y'all heifers.
Dre talked to him here and there, but that's it.
He said, you heifers will not be using me for content.
Okay.
He said, you heifers will not be using me for content. No, thank you.
Okay. So it's like, you know, I don't know, you know, it's over for him. You know, he made his bed and he got to lie in it, and it's a terrible bed to lie in with that scallywag. He gotta roll right with her.
Yeah, the chickens are coming home to roost. And I just don't like how he tries to make himself out to be the victim. Like when he was out, when he was on the phone with Sonia, he was telling her that when he was free, he took care of everybody and nobody took care of him. But that's not true. Shirley took care of you. Shirley was the provider in your marriage. She was the reason why you could play around in the RV and allegedly put chains that you bought from Home Depot on women. You know, she was the reason why you could buy Hummers and drive women around in your Hummer and try to coerce them into actual acts. A lot of those vehicles and those properties that you had were in her name. And you purchased them with her money. So I'm just like, why he sit up on the phone and that girl was stupid enough to let that Negro tell her that he took care of everybody, nobody took care of him. Basically, like he was the one that kept everybody in line. He the one that looked out for everybody. But how can you be a provider and be a head of household with somebody else's money, y'all? Answer me that. How do that work? If you head of your household, you taking care of everybody, why are you using your wife's money to do so? I just don't understand that. I really don't. And you ain't did nothing that a good accountant couldn't do for Shirley. And she was still living from pillar to post getting evicted with you. So obviously you wasn't managing and taking care of everything properly. If it was like that.
I want to talk about one more thing.
So I just don't understand that.
I want to talk about Sonia and this alleged check baby that she keep.
The baby, yeah.
So Sonia keeps the baby for a certain period of time. And then she takes the baby over there to Riverdale, College Park. I think it's College Park where this girl allegedly stays. Now, this girl has 6 other siblings. This baby girl has 6 other siblings.
Oh, baby.
So the alleged stripper mama
hit the like button, y'all.
Say take the baby. You know, you take this baby. And you raise this baby. So Sonia is trying to raise this baby and trying to live her life, you know, travel, get the RV, and still maintain and raise this baby. So I'm thinking, how often do she have this baby? And who keeps the baby when she keeps running down there to see Nesto 2-3 times a week?
Unless she dropped her off at Sydney.
So is she taking the baby back over there to the mama in College Park and letting her stay over there a few days? Or do she just get the baby when the mama say, you know, do she go over there and pick money up from the mama when she go over there? Or is she doing this out of the kindness of her heart? Hey, Big Cat.
Hey, Big Cat.
Is she doing it out of the kindness of her heart? What is the deal, y'all, with this check baby? And so she goes on to tell Nesto how she's raising this baby. How she lets the baby watch certain things on TV and certain things she don't let the baby watch. And she's telling Nesto about, how she's raising the baby, and how the baby watches certain things and the baby's smart. And Nesto go, hold on. I don't want to hear all that.
So he's saying F that baby.
Yes! You told me. Y'all, Sonia think that
it's probably best he don't be told nothing about no kids. It's probably best.
And I'm thinking to myself, you got a man you talking to that's allegedly had issues messing with young,
looking at pictures of
minors. And you sitting and talking to this man how you raising this baby and what you doing for this baby. That man said, hold up. I wanna Don't be talking to me about no young child like that. And what you doing and what you got going. I don't want to hear that.
Read the room.
Yes.
Yes. He basically telling her, I have a pedo charge on me, allegation on me. So don't talk about children to me.
And she made she acting like she's instilling values in this baby, and she's doing the world a big one.
She's making her contribution in the world.
Yes, with this baby, and she like she's smart. I have her this, her mom don't do this, her mom don't do that, and I'm thinking, this man don't want to sit up and talk about this baby. He could care less. He ain't even for his own damn kids. You think he want to know and care about what you got going on with this little girl? No, Sonia. He could care less about that baby. Mm-hmm. And he thinking in his mind, if I get out, is this little baby still going to be around? What you gonna do with it? In his mind, he thinking, what the hell you gonna do with this baby?
I think she would get rid of it. I think
if a miracle happened and I was to get out. That's what he thinking. How we gonna live our lives and you still trying to take care of this baby that this stripper had?
I think he would get a baby back.
She would take that baby right on out to College Park, Riverdale Road, and drop her right off.
She would give her back.
That baby would be over there with her other 6 siblings.
No telling what.
So he don't want to hear about that baby because he don't know how that baby gonna fit into they thing. They RV park. He trying to figure out how the hell this baby gonna fit into all what we got going on. All the plans we ain't made. He ain't trying to hear about that baby. Y'all, so I'm like,
Houston Foodie said, wouldn't that be funny if that was the deal breaker, the stripper baby?
Yes,
that would be.
And you know what, Houston Foodie, I was thinking he like every time she talk about that baby,
he don't want to hear that.
He ain't really feeling that baby, y'all. He ain't really feeling it, and he in his mind. Nesto like, girl, you 50-something, I'm 60. What the hell we gonna do with this baby?
Do you think it gives him flashbacks to Sheridan and her kids?
Probably so.
And his life with Shirley and how he felt like Sheridan and her kids came before him. And his marriage with Shirley.
Yes.
And so he got like PTSD or that's what's prompting him to have such an adverse reaction.
The baby is the last thing that he want to talk about or have anything to do with it. And I definitely think that would be a deal breaker. She would take that baby back.
As a distraction.
She would take that baby, ride that baby back, right back down to College Park.
I think so too.
Okay? She would get right on 285 and get off right there at Riverdale Road and take that baby right back.
285 South.
285 South. She hit it. 285 South. Yes.
He said he got mommy issues. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she would get that baby back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, she would get that baby back. I don't know what she getting to keep that baby. But a 56-year-old with a little bitty baby? Was she not little? Was she like 2 or 3 now?
Yeah, a toddler.
A toddler. So you know she got to be getting something out of it, okay?
Oh, for sure. She giving her some money. She's just not doing it just to do it. Especially if she's saying she live on a fixed income.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And every time she go down there and talk to that man about that baby, he don't want to hear that baby. He don't want to hear nothing about no baby. That man 60 years old. He don't give a damn about a baby. The baby don't excite him.
Like Lamont said, you just need to focus on fighting for your life because these YTs trying to give it to you. They going after you. So all you need to focus on is your life and what you got going on. Don't worry about nothing else. That's what Lamont told him.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what he's focused on.
Yes.
His freedom. He can't worry about no baby. He can't worry about no daughter going to visit some other ninja locked up. He can't worry about Dion whining and crying about his car note, his insurance, and his mortgage. And his car maintenance. He got to focus on his freedom. Let me see. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame said he is trying to figure out how he's going to fit in their life because he's using Sonia. Now he has no plans for a life with Sonia beyond his confinement.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out all that. And every time she bring the baby up, it throws him off. You could tell it completely throws him off. He like
it's bringing flashbacks to Shirley. Life with
He's
Shirley.
Trying to figure out what the hell are you doing. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised he ain't asked her what you gonna do with the baby if a miracle happen and I get out. How is she gonna fit in our plans? Are you gonna take the baby back, or maybe he have? Do you all know if he's asked about what will happen to the baby once if he got out? I don't know if he said it to her on a text message, but in his mind, if he hadn't said it, he's surely thinking it.
For sure. Simply Me said, I think she's lying about that too. I think Sydney is the main person caring for the baby. I think she just watches the baby for Sydney.
Okay.
I see the baby on Sydney IG stories a lot.
Ooh.
So okay.
Okay, so Sydney had a baby.
Okay.
There it is. Our people always come in with the tea.
That makes sense. That makes sense how she's able to still travel and
run up there. You got a toddler. How in the world you doing all this?
And you going during the day. That's nap time. That's cutting into little mama nap time. Let me see. The tall diva said he trying to see how he can get a portion of that baby check. Oh, Lord, the tall diva. Now I'm trying to get some of the baby money. Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Lord, no.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh, not a baby in this mix. Not a child. It's not another child. Precious baby. Yes, in this mix. Not another child in the mix.
Surely Sydney wouldn't she didn't have, I wanted to Sydney know beforehand when she brought her daughter, Katie, up to see him.
Yeah. Hey, ex, too complicated. I wonder, did she know?
I would be pissed. Don't take my teenage daughter to see no dude that's known to have dealings with young girls her age. Don't play with my child like that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want him around my child. If I were Sydney, I wouldn't have him around that baby.
Mm-mm.
I just wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Sanders RN23, what's up?
Hey.
I just wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't,
I wouldn't take that chance with my child.
When I heard that she had, it was a baby, I was just sick about that. I was like, oh no, not a baby. And she's actually talking to this man about this baby. She's actually talking to him.
Because she really don't think those charges are true.
Like Dre said, they ain't got him in there for nothing. He ain't done something. She don't think nothing that he's done is true. They would not have that man in there for 3 years if he had not done nothing.
If they didn't have anything on him.
If they didn't have anything on him. He wouldn't. He has been in there going on 3 years. He has been in there since 2022.
And I think, too, the fact that he had a girlfriend, even though they said they wasn't boyfriend, girlfriend, they lied. Obviously, we know that, obviously. I think the fact that those calls came out that he was talking to another woman in Florida while simultaneously still, presenting to be in a marriage, an active, ongoing marriage with his wife, that really hurt his integrity too. And I think with that being exposed, it definitely made people think like, obviously you're not who you say you are. So you probably do have the propensity to do something
And
foul and
Sonia felt
dishonest.
bad about that because, initially we thought the woman was Erica, right? And Sonia felt some type of way about that. They thought it was Erica. But it wasn't Erica. It wasn't Erica. She thought Erica and Nesto had something going on. We don't know if they did or didn't.
She's a good Christian woman.
Now,
Erica is a good Christian woman. She just got caught up. She was in the wrong place according to her.
Erica did what she had to do, and we ain't heard no more from her.
She been quiet as a church mouse. Okay, she played that part. Okay, and the Best Actress award goes to. And then but Sonia say she's allegedly bipolar. She was like, this bitch must be bipolar. When she pretended to be the attorney.
And then she even talked her way through that about the attorney situation. Now, why would you say she was an attorney if you really didn't think she was an attorney? Who does that? A criminal like Nesto? What you mean, who does that?
Let me see. Nesto Shackles, Shuffle Walker's Shame said Erica was in jail and we knew it wasn't Erica. Yes. Houston Foodie said Sonia said the baby knows three phrases. Isn't she 2 or older? She needs to stay away from Sonia.
Yeah. She's 2 and older. Yeah, I think she's 3. Yeah. But Sonia thinks she's raising her and she's teaching her things. Sonia actually thinks that she's investing and instilling things into this little girl.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. And that's, and she's trying to flex about it with Nesto. And Nesto don't give a care. He don't want to hear nothing about that little girl. Nothing. At all.
Can you imagine how down bad her mama has to be to give her away?
I think
I'm like, do her mama know what's fully going on?
She don't care.
When Sonia's involved, like, you just get your baby girl and you don't know who this lady is associated with and who she's dealing with. That's just awful to me.
She don't care. She don't care.
My Lord. Y'all, we need to pray for the baby. We need to keep the baby in our prayers for real.
Yeah, she probably is.
See, Houston Foodie says Sonia's trying to make up for her mistakes with that baby. I could see that. Maybe it being like a way of redemption, especially with her daughter, Sydney. Because her father raised her. Sonia didn't really raise her, allegedly. So maybe that's her way of trying to correct her mistakes. Yeah, like you said, Houston Foodie.
Maybe so,
But history may repeat itself if that man get out. If that man get out, then she dropping that baby out first, and then she going to pick up that man.
Oh yeah, it's over for that baby.
Probably. Yeah, that baby getting sent back.
It's over.
Regardless of what mental state her mama in or what environment they staying in, she's taking that mama back. She taking little mama back.
Yeah, it's over for that baby. It is over for the baby.
She's not gonna keep her. At all.
Yes.
At all. So how do you think Shirley and Mississippi Monica and Debbie feel right now with this situation?
Well, you know what? The Steve Harvey Morning Show had their Thanksgiving dinner or lunch, and everybody was sitting at the table. They went out, I think it was Wednesday. I think it was on their page. So I think I think they're supporting Shirley. I think they are keeping their ears to the YouTube streets.
For sure. Hey, y'all.
I think they're definitely still listening to all of the calls, to all of the, things that's going on. Anything that say Sonia, Nesto, Shirley, they looking at it, they watching it. I think that they are trying to move on. But here's the thing, y'all. It's getting ready to get started in January, so it's getting ready to ramp up. And somebody made this point that it will never be over for Shirley. Now, she may not.
Why?
Because of the trial. It's getting ready to get started. And once the trial is over with, you don't think nobody gonna come out with a book, a documentary? This is gonna be played on Law and Crime. I really believe that
It's gonna be on Law and Crime. You think so?
Oh yeah, I think so. But you know why? Because Steve is attached to it.
So if he has to testify,
If
they gonna pick
Steve
it up.
has to testify, it's gonna amp up again for Shirley.
What y'all think? Do y'all think it's gonna be on Law and Crime?
Then it's gonna just keep going and going and going because people are gonna pick the story up. Documentary. It's gonna be on all the crime shows.
Keisha K gonna be talking about it
Keisha
again.
K gonna be talking. If Steve have to go on that stand, we know he on the list. But if he has to go, it's going to start all over again for Shirley. I hate that for Shirley.
Well, you know, Shirley said she's not a celebrity. She don't know why we care so much. She's not famous. She's not a celebrity. And Lamont told Nesto she don't understand that people see her as a celebrity. She don't understand. Shirley says she a regular person. She don't know why we so interested in this. I think she would be mortified. Y'all, if this make it on Law and Crime, Karen said this is Netflix gold. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we done already came up with the cast. So if y'all see anybody playing, any particular actors playing the roles that we casted them in from previous shows, y'all know where they got it from. The Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show. We did the cast already.
We did it
already.
already.
We did the casting already. Yes, go back and watch some of our older shows, y'all. But I think Shirley will be mortified if it picks up even just a fraction of the audience or interest that the YSL trial has garnered. I think she would be mortified. I don't think she can make it.
If they call Steve to that stand, and he got to say whatever, you know, they might want to ask Steve, well, were you going to help him get to Dubai? Or did you know anything about him, you know, trying to allegedly go to Dubai? You know, do you have a house in Dubai? You know, was he going to, you know, if they have to call Steve and ask him any of that, it's going to ramp back up for Shirley.
I think that would be too much for Shirley to endure. She's been through enough as is. I don't know if she can handle that.
Yeah. Yes, Houston Foodie. We did a cast. I think one of our people was on here to actually do plays or produces movies, and she was asking us what we thought the cast was going to be, and we came up with the whole cast for everybody that's involved in this situation. Yeah.
Yes. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk Shame said the reason Nesto lawyer is trying to get evidence suppressed is because he's trying to work out a plea deal for Nesto. Nesto will not go to trial.
Oh, our people be knowing it.
So allegedly he will not be going to trial. So he is going to accept a plea because at first he said no plea.
No plea.
I'm going to fight.
So you think he going to accept the plea?
So I guess they wearing him down because at first he said he wasn't accepting a plea, and he said that his God was going to free him. He was believing in his God to free him, and that he wasn't accepting no plea for something that he didn't do. He wasn't going to lay down and just take it.
Now you got me thinking, so it ain't going to be a trial. Well, that would work out best for Shirley. And maybe, you know, maybe Steve allegedly said, don't let this shit go to trial because I ain't coming to Atlanta. I ain't going down there.
You know he ain't trying to be bothered. You know he not.
Steve probably said, yeah, look.
Steve ain't trying to be bothered with this mess, for sure.
Steve, like, you know, my name on that list, and I don't want it to go no farther than just being on the list.
My name Bennett, and I'm not in it. Leave me alone with this bullshit. That's totally how Steve is. He a old funny acting, moody person. He definitely don't want to be bothered.
So he ain't going to. So how y'all? Okay, so he don't go to trial. He don't take no plea.
He accept the plea.
He accepted a plea.
No, they're saying his attorney is working on him accepting the plea. So you're saying if he don't go to trial, he don't accept the plea, what happens? Well, he gonna have to do one or the other.
Wow, y'all.
Let me see. X is too complicated. Said Sonia believes Nesto until Nesto does the same to her. Of course, that's usually how it go.
So so that's how I think Shirley them. I think Shirley them just chilling. I think they are still supporting her. They glad she got the divorce. She's glad she got the divorce. And they just chilling, just waiting to see how this gonna play out. Hoping that it goes away. Now, if he take the plea, it'll probably go away.
Right.
Yeah.
X is too complicated. So y'all need to be a part of the production team, and we do, because we got it all situated. We got it all situated. X is too complicated. We know who playing who. We got Queen Lily that's gonna come in as the acting coach because she's had some major placements in film and television. So we done already got it figured out. We literally do. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said his lawyers really don't have a defense for him. Nesto has admitted to every crime he's charged with on the phones with Sonia. His best chance is a plea deal.
Well, you heard him say he ain't pleading. Everybody heard him say that. I ain't finna do that. I'm going to trial. I'm going to trial.
So maybe he's growing weary and he's just like, I'll just accept the plea. But if he doesn't accept the plea and they go to trial, if I was Shirley, it's time for her to come out with something herself. If he decides to fight this and not accept the plea,
because he gonna bring Shirley name up.
Shirley needs to speak up.
You think she need to say something?
She need to say something at some point. Something. If this thing goes to trial, she needs to say something. Even if she does something once the trial ends. Because I know during the trial, you can't really say too much. So being realistically, she would need to say something after the trial.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to be eyes and ears on her again. Let me see. Nesto Shack Shuffle Walk of Shame said his history shows us differently. He pleads. Okay. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, he has also said on the phone too, F it, my life is over. So I guess it'll just depend on where his head is at.
Yeah.
If he has the energy for it.
Because it seems like he's definitely getting tired. Listening to him in those, and looks like he's not in good health. He's lost a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm. Because he ain't eating that food that's beneath him.
He said he not eating that food. It's nasty. Mm-hmm. He ain't finna eat all that stuff, that meat and all them carbs that make your belly big, and he ain't finna do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think it might be wearing him down, and maybe he will take a plea.
Let me see. X is too complicated said Fani is the person who gives Wooten permission for a plea deal.
And you don't think she gonna do it?
So y'all don't think Madam DA Fani is gonna do it? Y'all think it's a hell no? Especially after her technically losing with Young Thug in the YSL trial. And I say technically because we'll see if he can act right on this 15-year plea deal. We'll see.
Because they betting on Thug not acting right. That's why it's pretty much allegedly they saying it's a setup. Because we know you're not going to be able to walk this straight and narrow path for 15 years. So you will be back, and then we're going to get you for the whole 20.
Yeah, we're going to get you from the 20 piece on the back. That's right. That's right.
They're gonna get him
They're gonna get him for the 20 piece on the back end. Allegedly thug people. Y'all carry that message over. They gonna get you for the 20 piece on the back end. Thug. And some people say allegedly he was better off staying in jail. Because they saying some people feel some type of way that he was able to go home.
Damn, they gonna get
allegedly. Some people are not happy.
Yeah, cause they took Moon, they took him back for 5, and it's like, and then they gave the other 2 Plea, and then they let Thug go, and then the 2 we gonna find out this week, cause they deliberating on the last 2. So y'all, but I hope Thug can stay on the narrow path. But they like give it to him. They like he ain't gonna be able to do it. We gonna let him feel like he ain't won, but it's a setup.
Mm-hmm. And then they're going to catch him slipping. Let's see. Yes, Houston Foodie said, yes, Nesto has a ghostly appearance. They done played all those calls to Fonnie. She ain't doing a plea. All right.
There it is.
So y'all saying Fonnie said, hell no. No. Fonnie going to say, no. Hell no.
So Fonnie want him.
Okay.
So we got some to say he gonna get a plea, and we got some to say he ain't gonna get a plea.
It's not on the table.
We going to trial. We go to trial, then Shirley at some point Shirley gonna come up.
Do you think Wooten will be more organized than
Oh yeah,
Miss Love and them in the YSL
Miss
trial?
Love and Miss Hilton? Oh, for sure. Wooten, when Wooten went to that last hearing, Wooten was sitting down with his cup. Wooten was chilling. Wooten got this. Whatever they got on a Nesto allegedly is solid. It's solid. They ain't worried about it.
So they not gonna have no issues getting their evidence in order and the dates and all of that. They gonna
have everything they need. And the witnesses. I wonder, are they working on if he go to trial, who gonna be the witnesses? Yeah, who they gonna which one of them people they gonna call from that list? Now, if it's Steve Harvey they call, it's gonna amp up again. And I'm just saying, it's coming.
Steve gonna be pissed if he gotta go.
But extra complicated. Remember the wise. Okay, the police are all attorney had to sit down. Okay, so they all had to sit down before the pleas with the YSL.
Well, he talked a lot of crap about Fonnie, so it's probably not gonna happen then. Because he called out Fonnie's name specifically.
And Sonia been talking about
yeah,
it
they
too.
talked about Fonnie like a dog. So I guess not then. If what you saying is true, X is too complicated, then no, he ain't gonna get it.
Okay, so Houston Foodie said Martha, the ex-wife, she gonna be one of the witnesses.
Simply Me says Shirley without a doubt.
There it is. And that's why I say, Shirley is probably thinking like, "Ooh, it's finally over," but it's not. I don't think it's over for her. I think if he goes to trial, it's just gonna start all over again for her.
If that's the case, she need to get a good PR team. I know she don't want to address it and hoping it just go away, but if it pops its ugly, if it rears its ugly head again, I feel like she needs to say something.
And that would make sense.
And she can wait at the end of the trial.
For Shirley to be called, because whose vehicle was it? The truck was in Shirley's name.
Hell, everything was in her name. What was it? Damn.
So everything is really, all of this is surrounded by Shirley, and a lot of
then he's so
people.
slick.
Who is that always come in and say? One of our people always come in and say Shirley was a scam too. Shirley knew what was going on too.
We've had a few people come in and say that. But yeah, and then you have to think about it too. He has, in several of the calls, he's passive aggressively thrown her under the bus. He's
Yeah.
confirmed that.
And
that
he
she knew
said
some of
she
the
could be
victims.
subpoenaed.
Yes.
Remember when he said, I ain't worried about her not talking or showing up because I can subpoena her. I can subpoena her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see. Nesto charges add up to approximately 400 years. Wooten is going for the max time per each conviction. 20 years is a deal.
Wow.
If he even lives long enough, that's like a sentence.
Wow.
He may not even make 20 years.
Mm.
So either way, it's like a life sentence.
Mm.
I mean, what is he going to get out and do in 20 years?
Nothing.
X is Too Complicated said, Fonnie said on the news interview that they have been looking for Nesta for a while. Yeah, she did.
She did. And they said that like, we've been looking for him, we tired of his shit, and we gonna get him, allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah, we uploaded that clip to our channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be interested to see. I mean, and then another thing, do y'all even think his attorney is up to speed yet to really properly defend Ernesto tight suit?
Well, he trying to get up to speed, and we know Sonia giving him everything he needs.
She's the official paralegal. But she don't even know the full story herself. So it's literally like the blind leading the blind. Let me see. Boy's Nana said, if he pleads, I believe he would have to admit to all they find him guilty on.
Oh.
I really don't even think his attorney is up to speed to where he needs to be to really fight this thing. This type of case is where you have a paid lawyer.
For the time that you got to put into it.
The research, the collecting evidence. Hell, if Diddy can't even get out on bond, I don't have too much hope in that stuff. I mean, Diddy bond been denied 3 times, and he's a billionaire. I mean, he has the best legal defense known to mankind, allegedly. So I don't know.
No, Diddy not getting out. It's a wrap for Diddy. It's a wrap. He not getting out. And Nesto not either. And, you know, they're going to waste time and money, you know, on him going to trial. Taxpayers' money in Fulton County taking this man to trial.
Said, Fonnie said I would take a hell no for 500 Alex.
Exactly.
I mean, the only way I could see him getting off if there's like a technicality or something was a mishap was proven to have been done on the state's behalf.
And they've tried. He's tried.
They've tried. Yeah, they've tried.
Yeah, they've tried already.
Yeah, let's see. There is no defense for Nesto. Nesto has convinced himself in calls with Sonia, Sylvia, and Lamont and Dion. I hope we'll be able to see the trial. I have my popcorn ready. Remember the call? Sonia was reading the owners of the LLC. He said, who is Nesto Williams? That man won't admit to anything. He's going to lie to the end. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see. Sonia talks about Miss Willis DA like a dog and did. Yeah.
She did.
It was personal.
Very.
They took it personal. They did.
Very personal.
Yeah, that's why I say I know he wants to guard his tongue now because he's already talked so much and it's being used against him. But I mean, I don't know.
Y'all.
I don't think it really matters at this point.
You know,
to want to smarten up and be strategic now. I think it may be too late.
Yeah, and I think Shirley...
You're going to have to approach it from another angle. Somebody said earlier in the chat he may try to use the health defense. But I don't know if they're going to have as much sympathy for him like they did with Erica.
Maybe
I mean, the
not.
last time when he went to court with that black woman, when he was talking about his health conditions, when Hannah was bringing that up, she pretty much was like, "I don't give a damn."
You
You
should have
should
thought about that before you did all these crimes.
Yeah, she was like, "Okay, and so what? A lot of ninjas is sick." Next, next case, and hit the gavel.
We finna go. All right, y'all. That's all we got.
Wait. We gotta talk about
What you want to talk about?
Did you want to talk about Trina Braxton?
We gotta talk about
Trina Braxton, and now we tried to leave this alone, y'all.
And before we get started, somebody put in our chat, Tony not with Birdman no more.
Lies. It was all a lie, guys. Tony Braxton is with Birdman. Whoever said that in our chat.
Somebody always trying to check us in the chat. She just don't want us to know. Birdman was at Thanksgiving family dinner.
At Trina Braxton's house.
What's his real name?
Brian
was at Thanksgiving.
Brian Birdman Williams attended Thanksgiving dinner with his girlfriend, the Tony Braxton, at her sister Trina Braxton home.
Hey, Toya.
Out there in Gwinnett County,
Good
Georgia.
to see you.
Okay. They are together. Hey, Toya.
So they always want to talk about we they not.
You don't know what you talking about. Shut up. You shut up. Y'all can go on Trina Braxton channel on YouTube where she says it.
But we gonna talk about Trina and her husband,
and then we gonna get on out of here. Let me see. Nesto Shackle Walker Shame said, "Child, they have the blind, crippled, crazy, every sickness in between in prison." But I think you know what? He's so desperate at this point. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, he definitely gonna try that.
Especially with Erica showing up with that cane.
Erica did that.
Can we just give a round of applause for Erica? Because you played your part. That part. That was the killing part.
Erica enjoyed her Thanksgiving dinner with her deacon
and her family. Okay. And she didn't have no corn mush. She had real food. And she was able to go outside for a walk and get some sunshine and come back in.
Exactly.
Baby, Erica played that part. She did a complete 180. When I used to follow her on Instagram, girl, Toya said Erica hasn't used that cane since she left court. And ain't. That was a prop. The cane was a paid actress. The cane was a paid actor, y'all.
Oh,
she played that part.
Yes, she did.
Somebody get her a SAG card. She need a SAG card.
She played that part.
So, she done already used a lot of the good tricks. So it's going to be like obvious if Nesto try to use it and play sick too. It's just not going to hit the same. It's going to be like, oh, we already seen it. So, I mean, Sonia and Nesto are going to have to really be creative and see what other angle they could attack this case from. Because Erica she's already hit up a lot of the techniques or tactics that Ernesto was going to use. So it's like, it's just not going to hit the same. Let me see. Soya said, I ain't mad at Erica. I would have been on a wheelchair coming in. Okay? I know that's right. He better get him a cane.
He better do something. He damn better do it soon.
He better tell Sonya to go on to CVS, right at a Walgreens, and get him a cane.
Hell, worried about some clothes. He better go get him a damn cane.
And do what you gotta do. Houston Foodie said that cane was right next to the breathing machine. I'm surprised the cops didn't take it. Okay? She did what she had to do. She was fighting for her life, her freedom.
She set it up there. What I'm here for the show said she looked like
what is it from Mama's Family?
Yes.
That character.
I'm here for the show. But she in here. She's Girl, Erica had on them layers. She had on a dress, a turtleneck.
Yes.
Some pants, a jacket.
Complete 180 from how she used to present herself. Complete 180.
Oh my goodness.
It's like night and
Erica
day.
did that, y'all.
She did.
She did that.
She is smart.
Oh.
Cunning.
Yes.
Cunning. That's a better word.
Yes.
Thank you, Kimura. Toya said Nesto ran his mouth too much. No one is sympathetic enough to care about him faking an illness. Yeah. Yeah, that hurts him too. And then you got a lot of people who feel some type of way about how he did his wife.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it doesn't help his character.
Not at all.
It doesn't. It hurts him. The way he talked about Shirley, Sheridan, calling them out their name. So, yeah. All right, but okay, one last thing. We want to talk about Trina Braxton and her husband, Vaughn, and then we're going to let y'all go tonight. Okay, what do we want to say about that?
You know, Vaughn, and people say that.
We're going to ruffle y'all feathers again. People get upset.
People say that, you know, Vaughn is a businessman. You know, he takes care of Trina. They happily married. You know, and, you know, people got kind of upset on our last video. You know, we had a couple of people say, are y'all married? You know, why y'all worried about that?
Shut up. Y'all say a bunch of crazy. Y'all say stuff you don't know nothing about. Shut up.
But I'm going to say it again. Trina, I think Trina is tolerating Vaughn to have a man.
Unpopular opinion.
I think Trina now when I watched this video from Friday, it seems like she trying to buck back a little bit. Because, you know, she probably been reading the comments and she heard what everybody said about, you know, how Vaughn, you know, goes over her and talks over her.
Cuts her off. Covers over her like a supervisor. Yes. Micromanages her.
Look over here. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Look over here. Put it down. Put it down. No. Oh, no.
Boys'
Hold it up there.
Boys' Nana Vince was with Tamar and Logan. And that soupy mac and cheese. Go ahead.
that fell off the counter.
Yeah.
But they all were there, right? So for Thanksgiving, but we watched the video where she she was doing the Friday leftovers and she was fixing a plate for her husband and he was sitting down.
Yes, ma'am. Vince was there.
And we don't have a problem, you know, with that. But Vaughn is just overwhelming. And I think Trina is a Sagittarius. My sister is a Sagittarius. They just don't put up with foolishness like that. Something slick is going to come out of their mouth.
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. And it's almost like Trina's like, okay, honey, okay, you like it? She needs his approval. She needs for him to say, okay, you did a good job. It's like when you watch them and she's actually singing and she's dancing and she's clapping to calm him down and not upset him.
And maybe to even calm herself down to make her feel safe.
Ooh. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's how she's self-soothing. Thank you, Rice. We appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. X2 Complicated said Tony Braxton acting just like Sammy. That's right, keeping the folks out your relationship. And he is. X2 Complicated. Tony said, I'd rather y'all think I'm not with my man.
Well, Tony Braxton is
She over spent the holiday with her man.
Birdman was in the ATL.
And y'all can go on Trina's Braxton's live from Friday, yesterday, to get the receipt.
Okay.
And Vince was there as well.
Trina
mentioned that, and Tamar put that on her Instagram stories.
Okay. And we were talking about, we didn't know how we felt about Vince being there.
Yeah.
With allegedly he's supposed to have did. With,
see, Toya said it's something about Trina and Vaughn as a couple I can't get with. Yes.
Y'all, I don't think Trina wants to be.
Hey, I'm here for the show. There she go.
There go our girl. We was just talking about you. I don't think Trina wants to be alone. I think Trina is just putting up with Vaughn because they say Vaughn is a businessman. They say Vaughn got, and he takes care of her. Well, Trina is a legend without Vaughn. I'm sure Trina and them got a few little coins set aside.
Oh, for sure.
And if I'm not mistaken, Vaughn moved in her house. Now, somebody in the chat can tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm not mistaken, I think Vaughn moved into Trina's house, right? So if Vaughn got all this money, why didn't they sell her house and get a house together? I'm just saying. I don't know their situation, you know what was going on. Mm-hmm. But I know that Trina tolerates Vaughn. I think, all that dancing and all that, singing,
and
tapping joking. It's like something is not right. It's like she's trying to smooth something over. She's trying to soothe, like you said, soothe herself. Mm-hmm. She's trying to keep him calm, because it looks like at any minute, if she says or does something wrong, it irritates him. He's agitated with her. Mm. He's a little agitated. He seems like he gets easily agitated. And she don't want him to do that on the camera. Now, this YouTube thing has really blown up for them. Mm-hmm. He's brought in production and everything, for her. And they got a nice little setup. And of course, we know Trina has had a restaurant for years. She had a restaurant. Somebody put in the chat, he's the reason why she doesn't have the restaurant anymore. Allegedly. Then somebody said the restaurant is still open. So I don't know. If y'all know what happened to the restaurant, y'all let me know.
Respectfully.
So
hit the like button, y'all.
So we don't know what's going on with the restaurant. So she don't need Vaughn in the kitchen with her while she's cooking. She don't need him. Now, I don't know if
he the co-host.
If he the co-host.
And supervisor.
And he reads all the comments. And he tells her which camera to look in. And he tells her what to do, when to do it. That would drive me crazy, y'all. And I know it bothers her as well. But I think that their relationship, y'all, something is not right about that. Something is not right about that relationship. But we wanted to talk about that, and we also wanted to check y'all and let y'all know that Birdman was at the house with Tony Braxton.
And Vince was too. Now, let me ask y'all this. Maybe we just overreacting, but y'all remember how Mama Evelyn Braxton, a few years, maybe 10 years ago, she was on The Real or some daytime TV talk show. And she basically revealed how allegedly Vince was abusing Tamar, allegedly, and how she would hear Tamar being harmed physically. And, she was talking about how traumatizing it was, how she was trying to help her daughter. And, it was heartbreaking for her. Now, if you remember, Tamar nor Vince, they never spoke on Mama Evelyn's interview and her revealing that Vince was allegedly abusing Tamar while they were married. So fast forward to today, we know that Tamar and Vince have been divorced for quite some time. However, according to Tamar, they have a great co-parenting relationship for the sake of Logan. And, it's so good that he was invited to come over Trina's home and have Thanksgiving dinner with them. And he is still looked at as being a part of the family. But me and Fifi was talking about it, and we wanted to know, could y'all break bread with a man that allegedly abused you for the sake of being a good co-parent? Could y'all break bread with y'all abuser, allegedly? Let me see. I'm Here for the Show said Vince even got arrested after they broke up for stalking her around Christmas time, allegedly. I just thought that was odd that Vince was there.
And your sister, he comes to your sister's house, and your mom and
all of your family, your nieces, your nephews, everybody's there, and y'all are having Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. Linda Gibbs said women don't understand marriage coming from a serial cheater. Okay. They don't understand. Okay, well, Lamont, yeah. Yeah, that's what Lamont and Nesto said. They don't understand it. They say we like the idea of it, but we don't want to stay when the going gets rough. Lamont, who's staying and they getting beat up, hit upside the head by their husband, Lamont? Nobody's doing that. But back to Tamar, I just thought that was very interesting, y'all. So he said nope. She said he would have been having dinner with his folks because my family would have stepped. I was thinking the same too, y'all. I just thought that was very odd, but that's
Toya.
But that's their business. You know, they co-parent how they want to co-parent. But I just thought that was odd. I was more so surprised about Vince being there, y'all, than I was about Birdman. I figured Birdman wasn't going anywhere. Because, you know, Birdman and Tony have been cool since the early 2000s. So they have a lot of history. Let me see. Boy's Nana said he better not eat the plate I fixed if he have put his hands on my daughter. And you know,
that is.
I'm saying allegedly. I'm saying it allegedly, but loosely because Mama Braxton was the one who revealed that Vince was putting his hands on Tamar. So I believe it. I don't think Mama Braxton would lie. She did an interview.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all search for that interview on YouTube. I don't think Mama Braxton would lie like that. And Tamar and Vince never came out and addressed it. If you've never done anything like that, you know, that's when Vince was at the height of his career. That's when Vince was managing not just Tamar, but I think he was still dealing with like Lady Gaga at the time. She was huge around that time. So if I was Vince, I would have came out and checked her like, no, I've never put my hands on your daughter. Why would you go on daytime TV talk show, do an interview about you hearing and seeing me attack your daughter allegedly? But he never addressed it, and Tamar didn't either. So I just find that odd that he's able to still come over to family dinners. That's weird to me. But like I said, that's their business. That's their co-parenting relationship. But I was surprised to see that Vince was there. I mean, Logan, they couldn't split the day in half. Like, Vince could have sent a car to come pick up Logan, then they go do their thing. But you know, people work through it how they want to work through it. I'm here for the show said, but they hate Tracy's husband. Make it make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Access to Comcast said blink 3 times, Trina.
That's what I be saying.
Yes. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said, I have done it, but I no longer do it. I tell my children they have to choose the parent they want to be present at their events.
Okay.
And sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah.
Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. I was just thinking that had to be very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toya said, I'm the only girl of 3 brothers and they still overprotective. They wouldn't mind doing 25 life. Okay. Okay. And you make sure they got some bonbons and everything else on their books. And they ain't got to call around the bag for money to be put on their Global Connect tail link. I'm here for the show said Mama Braxton told the truth. I think she was telling the truth too. I'm here for the show. I don't think she would lie. Yeah, Ecstasy Comcast said no. Boy's Nana said, didn't Tamar have her ring finger broken by him alleged? Yeah, I heard that too. Yep. I'm here for the show said, remember when he beat her up in the hotel in downtown Atlanta and they put them out?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that alleged incident.
Yeah,
I remember that. So
that's now they having Thanksgiving dinner together. That would trigger me.
That would too. I mean, I know about healing and forgiveness, but
you put your hand on
we don't have to sit at the same table and break bread together for me to, heal. I just think that's too much. Yeah, that was just a bit too much. But yeah. So just so we clear, Tony and Birdman is together. And it came from Tony's sister. So we not lying. All right. We ain't lying. All right, y'all. So that's all we got. We just want to talk to y'all about that. You know, we try to stay away from it, but
We,
that's a strange situation going
Vaughn
on.
and Trina is strange, and we don't want to keep talking about it, but every time it comes up across our YouTube, it's like I'm like, and then she said my birthday is Monday, Tuesday, December 3rd, and I'm like, she a Sagittarius and putting up with that crap? She really holding her peace. She is holding her peace. Because y'all know Sagittarian women, they feisty. And they got a mouth. They got a mouth on them. So instead of her popping off at the mouth, she get to dancing and singing. And tap dance. She
trying to make light of the situation.
Yeah, she start tap dancing and singing. It's crazy.
I'm here for the show. I'm some Trina. She feeble-minded.
Something is off. Something is, and then it takes away from what he's a distraction. I'm just gonna say it. Vaughn is her cooking show, her YouTube it's nice.
She got some good content.
She got some good content. She got a good thing going on. But Vaughn is a distraction. And and I think her numbers would go up higher if Vaughn wasn't sitting in front of the camera. And I'm just gonna say it. I said it.
Because it is a lot going on.
He's a distraction.
And I think she'd be able to focus better too.
Yeah. He's a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think she would be able to focus better and get her. She can't even get her words, or she can't even tell us how many pieces of turkey she put on the bread without him interrupting her.
And tell her how she need to store the turkey sandwiches.
Yeah, how she need to
making them.
Yeah, how she need to wrap the turkey up.
It's a lot.
And how and how how much black pepper he needs. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. He's a distraction. She has a good thing going on over there, but I think Vaughn is just too much. I can only take about 10-15 minutes of it before I'm like, oh, I can't do him. Why don't you just tell him, Trina? I'd be like, Trina, cuss his ass out. Cuss him. Don't let that man talk to you like that. Cuss his ass out and tell him to go in there and watch TV. And then he had the nerve. He had the nerve to tell her, I'm glad it's Black Friday. You can go shopping and I can have my peace. I can have a break. And I'm thinking to myself,
camera.
He told her that on camera.
He wouldn't be getting sassy with
You
me
can
on
have
camera.
a break if you wasn't all in the kitchen with her while she doing her content.
Micromanaging.
Yes, y'all. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Sometimes we do. I'm going to just say it. This is an unpopular opinion, but sometimes we just do too damn much to have a man. And I'm going to leave it at that.
We do.
We just do the most.
And we don't even have to do all that. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. Men, we don't
a break from her. Toya, he said he need a break from her.
We don't always have
overwhelmed.
to transform or change
or
shrink ourselves for a man. Men can be trained. We can mold them. They can be trained.
You're going to get them started. All right, y'all. We're going to go on that note. You about to get all the MGTOW red pill men over here.
We love our men. We do. We need, y'all, men. We love men over here.
You about to get it started. All right, y'all. I'm Sammy Nicole. This is Fifi. We are the Sammy Nicole and Fifi Show. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. If you could be so kind to do so before you leave, please double tap the screen to like this video. Or in the upper right-hand corner, click on the 3 dots and hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed and you've been watching in the bushes, please, what you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Oh, I got to
click the notification bell that says all so that you can get notified each and every time we go live. If you're a part of the replay gang, down below, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching the replay. And we appreciate you guys. And one last message from Fifi before we get out of here tonight.
I want y'all to join me on Sensational Sundays. I got something to tell y'all. Fifi is dating.
All right.
And she's dating them all.
All right. So y'all get in her business Sunday, because I'm like Tony. I'm going to let y'all think I'm not with my man and then show up to Thanksgiving dinner with my man. Me and my still together.
I'm doing Sensational Sundays. I'm over there talking about dating as a Gen X. I'm getting my starting 5 up. I got 2 on the roster. I'm looking for 3 more. So we're going to be talking about dating over there. And we're going to be talking about all the things that affect Gen X. Okay?
All right. Let me see. X is too complicated. I'm not a Sagittarius and I go above and beyond when you piss me off. I heard that. I'm here for the show. Said boot up. Yes. I like your style, Tony Braxton. I like your style. Okay. Child, for all we know, they might be married. Allegedly. Because you know they was engaged and they called it off. They may have gotten married for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Have a great night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sam Nicole and Fifi Show. We out. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Mods.